Hello. Oh, okay. What do I want to do here? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Search that. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da, bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's see. We're going to probably mostly use hues of red for this piece. This piece is definitely probably one of my favorites, one of my absolute favorites. Let me try to get that in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am so in love with this girl. I thought that I was in love with the one I did to represent this haiku. I thought I was in love with the other one, like the sweet girl haiku that I did. I thought I was in love with that page. Like I didn't think I could do another page that I would love more than that one. And then I get this one and I conceive this and I'm just blown. I just blow myself away. I have been a busy bee for the last 2 days. I had my weekend just made perfect. I got woken up yesterday, got inspired, and sketched the last 4 pages of La Première Tome. Then today, I have been up, so I don't know, since 7:30 or something. Totally awakened in the best way possible. And speaking of that, hold on a second. I'm talking about you. So anyway, yeah, so I got all 4 of the last 4 pages sketched yesterday, and then I did the sketching, penciling part live, and then last night, or sometime last night, I think it was. Now, is that her hair or her? What am I going to do there? I guess it's technically part of her face. Okay, so this piece is probably the only one that I'm foreseeably going to use, or where I'm going to use marker and paint. I suspect. Maybe not. I don't know. We will see. But I do know that this is probably one of my favorites. And I say that, I feel like I say that almost every time, but I really mean it. I saved this one. I've been painting all morning while I was watching Rich Prada sketch. And I did the other 3 pages. And so this is the very last one that needs color. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm so excited. I'm putting color to the very last page of it. You know, of course, unless I give myself another project, because that's what happened last time. I thought I was done with the illustrations for the volume. I thought I had everything done, and then I decided to give myself this project of doing these story panel pages. So, barring I don't give myself another project. Oh, what did I get message-wise? Oh yeah, that's rad. And I know he knows this. I put all. What? He has got to be kidding me. You guys, I'm live and I'm reading something that's making me want to cry. Babe. Oh my god, I can't even right now. I'm gonna cry. If you're watching, that is as vulnerable as you're gonna see. My heart probably is about ready to literally full-blown cry. Thank God I came on without me being on the screen. Oh my Lord. Wow. I guess I should say something back. Oh, okay. All right. So this, again, as I was trying to articulate before my darling love made me stumped and I couldn't speak and I lost all my words. This is the last page of La Première Tome that I need to put color to. Once I'm done with this, I will be scanning these. I've been taking photographs throughout the whole process as I've been going through them. I took photographs after I sketched them. I scanned them after I inked them before I started doing this coloring today. And then once I get done with the colors, I will be scanning them again. When I did the single pages in the book, I liked the scans a little more than I liked the photos. So we will see which one I use for the book. Now I'm going to do this now because I want her in the background. I have 3 women in this. You're live now. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. What is wrong with this phone? I have one viewer. I don't know who my viewer is, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You're more than welcome to please say hi. Oh, so glad that I didn't put my face on the screen while I was live so that you guys cannot see my expressions right now. Okay, so I got inspired by a few things when I was working on this piece yesterday. In addition to the fact that I was sketching and conceiving this while I was watching Rich Parada, in addition to that motivation and inspiration, I also had Gustav Klimt on my mind because he's my favorite painter. And he does a lot of paintings with women, of course, which I know that's one of the influences I have. But what inspired me to use a female in all 3 of the panels for this particular haiku was particularly Gustav Klimt's painting 3 Women, which is also it can also be called Mother and Child, depending on which print you're looking at or what depiction you're looking at, because the painting itself has 3 women. It has a mother with her child, and then it has an older woman, and it's the representation of the stages of a woman's life. And it's one of my favorite paintings. And this particular haiku isn't necessarily about the stages of a woman's life in age, but it definitely is a representation of how quickly a woman can go from being in love and sweet and then wanting to basically kill you. And so yeah. And I have, I got no interest in actually killing anybody. But the 3rd line in this haiku is about cutting a bitch. It's that phrase, cut a bitch. And it's a metaphor. Yeah, okay, there probably are women out there who would legit grab a knife and probably come after you. I'm not one of them. I will have left long before that level of fury would even remotely happen. But it is a good metaphor for how quickly, for myself or for other women, or men even, I've seen men do this too, where they can literally go from being the sweetest person on the entire planet to legit wanting to basically murder you. I mean, I think all of us, all humans have that capability to where we just simply want to, not want to. I don't think that anyone, I mean, maybe a psychopath would want to actually go crazy and hurt someone, but most of us don't want to hurt anybody. I don't wake up on a daily basis and think, you know, I want to hurt someone's feelings today. That doesn't really, you know, I don't have that thought process. So it's possible, and I think it's possible for everyone. And so anyway, the basics of this haiku is that it's basically a take on or a talk about how sweet someone can be, like super sweet. But don't underestimate them. Just don't, because no matter how sweet anybody is, I don't care who they are. I don't care how nice they are, how sweet, honorable, darling, whatever. We all have that capability of going straight savage on someone. And I definitely can. I can get really irrational. Most of the time, they've deserved it, whoever they are. Most of the time. Every once in a while, my irrationality is a reaction to my own fear, and it has nothing to really do with the other person having done anything wrong, really. You know? So, and since nobody's really commenting, I'm just going to paint. If I am going to sit in silence, I'll sit in silence. If people want to watch me paint the last page of my haiku series, good. If not, good. I really don't give two fucks. I do my art for me anyway. I'm pretty selfish. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to try to lie about that one. I'm pretty selfish about why I do my art. I don't know. Selfish is probably not the right word for it. It is definitely a survival technique. It's a survival mode. I got to spend almost over an hour talking with a complete stranger on Twitch last night about how they were struggling, and I hope that they had a better day today, because I'm no expert and I'm no therapist, but to quote them, I definitely gave them some positive hope. And so hopefully that Twitch follower that I had a intense conversation with last night while I was painting, hopefully he's doing better today, because he was struggling. So if anyone out there is watching this or watches this later and you struggle with depression, or you struggle with staying nice to people when they're assholes to you, or they mistreat you, or they take you for granted, you let me know, because I will help you. I will do what I can to make you feel better and remind you that you fucking matter today, even though other people don't really care or tell you. I will tell you. I will do what I can to make you feel better. Okay. There he is. Hi. So this is the final page. It is the last one. I don't expect to do anything else for this series. After I'm done with this, I will be moving on to
whatever I'm going to do on the computer for these pieces. This one is one of my favorites, and I say that a lot. I do a piece and then I do another one and then I'm like, oh, I like this one more. So far, this particular page was conceived yesterday morning. I feel like I'm giving birth. Like I'm getting pregnant and giving birth all over again. Every time I do one of these. I was talking about this yesterday in my broadcast about how there's at least 3 of these story pages in this book that have a pregnant woman or have several pregnant women. One of the other pieces I have about always being able to count on our mother has 2 pregnant women. 2 pregnant women actually lounging on a beach. And I wasn't planning that. It just so happens that, you know, a lot of what comes through me when I paint or sketch has a lot to do with what I'm going through in my life emotionally or romantically. And there's a part of me that's kind of starting to miss the fact that, or the real fact of being 51 years old and getting to that time where I'm not going to be able to have anymore. I really technically shouldn't have kids now, but I still could. And I think that I really have to admit, I think that thought that I'm coming up on menopause at some point in the next 5 years, I think it's starting to bug me. Because if I could have, I would have had a fucking litter. I would have had 10 kids if I could have. So anyway, there's a lot of pregnant women in my haiku series. Several of them. This particular haiku, this page I'm doing now, there's no pregnant women. Because this one's about this particular haiku that you're seeing me do this art part for. This haiku is about how sweet a woman can be, but then turn into someone who wants to cut you and basically kill you because of how big of an asshole you were being to her. The same can be true for men. I think that men can be like that too. He's so cute. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to maintain my composure while I'm live and I get messages from my sweetheart. It's like, how do I do that? Like, how on earth do I do that? How do I stay composed? I don't know. We will find out. So this is the only piece so far, and it's kind of befitting that it's the last one I'm doing, or the last one I need to add color to, where I am finding myself, based on the colors that my mind wants me to put here, I'm either reaching for a marker or I'm reaching for paint. I definitely need to get it to go to my storage unit or go to the art store, because the red, I have some red paint in my storage unit stored away, and I need to go either get that or go buy something, because my watercolor palette doesn't have a red that I like. It just does not. I've tried them all and I don't like any of them. They're not dark enough. They're not red enough. The red marker is what I want. This red marker is perfect. So it'll be fine. If I were doing this for like a painting type of thing, I would try not to do that. Use different well, that's not true. I use multiple mediums in almost all my paintings. For goodness sakes, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, this I can foresee. I don't know how many different times I'll go back and forth between the 2 mediums, but we will see. Sometimes I want to use the marker because it's either the difference in the shade, or I want it to be more precise, and I don't want to have to worry about, like, later when I use the watercolors like I am, what I have to do later is I come back in here with black and I go back over the black. I do that with the pieces. I have just loved this one. I'm so glad that I thought to I forgot what I was even going to say. I wasn't planning on going live, so I think I was a little I don't know. My head's ill prepared. I think I turned my music off or my music stopped. What the hell? So here's one of those examples of where I wanted more purple here, but I went for this marker because I like the fact that it almost becomes like this super neon purple. And what I dig, because I've been playing, as I've been sharing, when I get on the computer and I start jacking up contrast and brightness and stuff, it's nice when I've got different shades like that, because the effect will go all over the place. What do I have? Oh my God. Not fair. You are not fair. You don't play fair. I could, yeah. Anyway, big sigh of annoyance and then get back to my painting. Okay. What do I want? I want this pink. So yeah, so knowing the kind of things I can do when I get to the digital part of this has a lot to do with the colors I choose to put next to each other and how they will either contrast with each other or enhance each other or blow each other out. It goes all over the place, which is pretty rad, actually. And the watercolors, when I do the watercolors and then I go on the computer with those and I start manipulating those photos or those scans, oh man, it's a whole different ballgame compared to what the markers look like. And so it's pretty exciting. That part, I'm not looking forward to it because I hate being on the fucking computer. But I'll do it. I'll do it. At least I have the single piece, the pages that have the singles, the full page. Hi, Quentin, peekaboo. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. The other pages that I had already done, the ones that have the singular paintings that represent each haiku, those are done. And for the most part, I'm pretty sure I'm done designing the public or the pages that are going to go in the manuscript's PDF. Now that I've done these and I've kind of played with some other features, I might revisit doing something different with those pictures in the manuscript. I don't know. I haven't decided. I do know that it feels good knowing that this is the last page I need to put any color to, that everything is drawn, everything is sketched, everything is inked, it feels so fucking good to know that part's done. I don't see myself giving myself another part of anything to do with this because I love what I've done. Some of it I feel could be better. Some of it is so much better than I could have expected that it kind of blows me away that I even conceived of it, but ultimately I'm kind of fucking over it. I'm kind of over it. I don't like projects that go on and on and on and on and on. I like to do them and then move on and go about my life and get to something new. I am the first person that'll admit how easily bored I can get with the same topic or the same person or the same situation or the same. Oh man, it's one of the reasons why I hate repeating myself. Yeah, probably one of the most upset, cut a bitch moments I'm going to have is if I've had to repeat myself to someone. I fucking hate that. I shouldn't have to ever repeat myself. Because all that tells me, if I have to repeat myself to someone, all it ever tells me is that they weren't paying attention and they weren't listening. And why do I even bother? Oh, why would I even bother? Well, this was a good idea. Definitely super, super excited to be getting close to the end of this. And I have my episode 3 of my Spotlight show at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If anyone is going to be around, I will have Deanna Marie in my studio, and we will get to talk about her music. That is super exciting. I should probably eat something. I should probably have some kind of lunch at some point. I kind of want to just go offline and go cry, actually. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm forcing myself to do this. Probably because I'm going to be excited that it's done. And I'm going to put it away. I'm going to put it in the folder. I will turn everything off, and I'll probably collapse emotionally. It's usually what I do when I'm done. When I get done with something, I have to kind of, like a turtle, I have to retreat. Retreat. Okay, I want something. What color do I want? Okay. Sometimes I have to have a conversation with myself before I can decide what to do. So since I'm on the verge of crying, if you're watching, if you really want to say something or want me to say something, you can just comment. Because otherwise I'm just going to paint. I do that too. What? Almost want to cry when you're painting? Because that's where I'm at. I feel like crying. Oh. What color did I put there? So, yeah. My only consolation right now about this whole experience is how different this was, how completely different it was for me to take my brain and try to conceive of illustrations to match words that I had written. Hadn't really done that before. I do painting and I do art. I do them, but I've always done that independently from my poetry. They've always been two completely different worlds, which is nice because for me, that's what they're like. It's like today I get to go over here. It's like being in a different video game. One day I'm in Mario Land or whatever you want to call it. And the next day I'm over in Resident Evil. Ironically, that's actually pretty accurate, actually. Anyway, I know what I want. It's cool because that's why I've always done I just, I love that about the differences in my different creative outlets. And it definitely partially comes from just being talented in multiple areas, but a lot of it has to do with my own unwillingness or lack of any desire to be bored. I can't stand being bored. And so that's one of the reasons why I've always gone back and forth between two different types of work of art or ways of doing art, that kind of thing. So anyway, this whole putting them together, oh my God, what a completely brand new mind blowing experience that I will do again. I will do that again. I am calling this a series, and I have every intention of doing it as a series. How many I'll do is that's, the verdict is out on that. Ah, son of a bitch. Where did I put my... Son of a fucking bitch. I don't even care. I'm so annoyed. I'm going to take a big deep breath.